Hello everybody, it's me again, Roy Simpson, and we're going to go ahead and start building a creature with the Monster Maker. I'm just going to go diving right into it. We're going to take our time though. This video, little bite-sized snippets, is going to be dedicated to step 1, which is stupidly simple. However, I will actually go down and pick a name for our bad guy as well. The name for our bad guy is actually in step 3 here. I'm just going to call him Johnny, the bad guy. Go get him, Johnny. All right, and I want to make this Johnny the bad guy combat level because he's facing a level, well, who cares, level 12 party, let's just say. So I'll make him combat level 12, and let's say he's a big bad boss, right? Sorry about the ordering on these. This is a Google Sheets preference to order like this. I could possibly fix that. Somebody tell me how. All right, so I'm going to change this to combat level 12. You change the party size here. Note, I only allow party sizes of 3 to 6 because, well, I just didn't code it for anything else because I never want to DM for a group of size 7 or greater, nor do I want to DM for 1 or 2 people. And like I said, this is going to be a Paragon, so he's a big bad guy. Notice when you select these things, it does actually change some information off to the upper right here. This implies this creature will be a threat for 5 party members of average level 12. If I change it down to him down to an elite, this implies the creature would be a threat for 2 party members of average level 12. Right? And grunts are implies that this creature would be a threat for a single party member of level 12. Yada, yada, yada. I'm just going to put it back to Paragon. And since Johnny is interesting guy, we're going to call him, Johnny should be a lurker. All right, and it kind of gives you the information that GiffyGlyph gives you in the PDF, that lurkers they go about backstabbing enemies by sneaking unseen and blah, blah, blah. You can cycle through these to see all the information if you want, but I'm going to put them at the lurker. Also, by the way, you should probably note, keep your eyes over here, please. Right there. I'm going to change them from lurker to whatever I said, skirmisher. And you'll notice things change. These change automatically based upon the combat roll. So I'm going to put it back to lurker. Everything in dark red is an area that you shouldn't be able to edit, but unfortunately, once you copy this sheet, you will be able to edit that. Please don't. I mean, you could. It's on your end. Whatevs. But don't. This is proficiency bonus for this creature, for Johnny. This is Johnny's initiative bonus, which includes his dex modifier. This is Johnny's AC, the final AC. Do not include dex modifiers or other modifiers. So if Johnny's wearing plate mail and has a +3 shield, his AC is 13. Who knows why? It's really because of the mathematics of the background system. So you want to keep him hittable because Johnny happens to have a fuck ton of hit points. Let's see. This is the final hit points. Do not add con mods or other modifiers. That's just it. That's his final hit points. This is his trained saving throws. He has 2 of them automatically. His attack bonus. This gets added to an ability modifier when taking an attack. It's just the proficiency bonus, technically. This is the DC for his spells. This gets added to an ability modifier to determine the save DC for a target. This is his average damage per round. Good old Johnny does an average of 54 points damage per round from a single common action. Remember, on a per round basis, you just get a common action. You could go for something like uncommon or rare. If that's the case, that might bump up. That actually, might bump up the damage. Who knows? His ultimate challenge rating, 13. That will not change. And the skill that you want to give Johnny. Johnny will have the stealth skill when we get there. I did say that this video would only be step 1. However, I'm going to hop over to the stat block because you want to do that as well. And I'm going to click on clean. Every time that you make it, well, not every time, but when you're kind of satisfied with the level of changes, you want to hop back over to the stat block here and click on clean. When you click on clean, you'll see Johnny the bad guy shows up. It's a bat right there. Combat level 12, Paragon Lurker versus 5 PCs, medium humanoid, any alignment. We haven't adjusted that stuff, by the way. AC, hit points, everything's in there. One thing you'll note is if you compare the hit points good old Johnny has for being a combat level 12 Paragon Lurker versus 5 PCs, you might see that those hit points are slightly off, very slightly off of what GiffyGlyph has in his documentation. There is a reason for that. that I can't remember offhand right now. I think it's just because of con bonuses and weirdnesses like that. It's not going to be more than maybe 5 points off or 4 points off or something like that. There is a reason for it. I just personally cannot remember right now what it was. Anything else? No. We'll talk about all this stuff later on, and we're done with this very short video about good old Johnny, the bad guy.